Live. Hey, live from all sorts of places all over some vague area of Kentucky. It's Collective.
All right. I'm glad we workshopped that intro for an hour.
Yeah, we killed it. It was good. It was good.
Hold on. Okay, right away. I need to showcase James's wonderful Eclipse art. I love it. Did anybody here or in the comments? Did we go to the eclipse? Did anybody see it? The total eclipse? No.
Just you, buddy.
All right.
I was in my office. I didn't have any Eclipse glasses.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah, we fine. It was cloudy anyways.
I was in Louisville. I was a little closer than
You were.
folks in Lexington.
Yep.
It was better than the last one.
There were reports of people at my work being given because they gave out Eclipse glasses, but they gave out wrong ones.
Oh no!
Like, please don't use these. We messed up.
Oh,
well, I mean, to be fair, like working at an eye doctor, like if your eyes are hurting you, don't look. Like totally eclipsed, you can look, but don't look.
I just was really hoping that like there would be like a QAnon post or something that was trying to convince people to like look anyways. That the libs are lying to you. You need to look at that sun and get your power. And I was like, please, I hope that's happening somewhere. It has to be, right?
Oh, I did have the moment of I was up in my office. We're on the 27th floor at our building, and I like poked my head out the window. I was like, "Oh, can we see it from here?" Oh shit, we can see it from here. As it started,
hilarious. Well, I saw it. It was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. I will actually say, like, so we drove to some little town in Indiana. Went to what was it called? I keep wanting to say Muskegee. I don't think that's quite right, but some kind of wildlife preserve about an hour northwest of Louisville, and it was really cool. You know, we were in the path of the total eclipse, and it was really neat. But I did the same thing in 2017, and I feel like that was more amazing. I kind of was like a little underwhelmed this time. I don't know why.
Well, because it's the second time?
but that's because I mean,
I guess
you've seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I guess that was it. You know, like the first time you see it, it's just like all these new memories, so your brain's like really taking it all in, and then the second time around, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I want to know if you went to Brookville.
No, hold on a second. I'll pull it up. Let's see. Maybe
I know, but Paducah, Kentucky was in the totality.
Let's see. Where was that place? I will find it. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, and I will find it real quick.
Oh, pressure.
How
are you guys?
Good. Anyone? It's, you know, people are like, how are you? And like, okay, I got to share something about my life. All I can think of is, and this is works for the show, but all I can ever think of, here's the things that I've watched, not life things, not like, oh, this has happened. It's like, have you watched this thing that happened that came out? Anyone watched Fallout?
No, but we really want to watch Fallout here.
I haven't watched Fallout. I did rewatch The Running Man from the 80s. Or I guess late 70s.
I don't know what that is.
That's, you know,
Okay.
very cool. Wow. Here's a question. Have you all ever seen or heard of the film Rockula?
No, but that sounds right up my alley.
Wait, is that the one? No, I'm thinking of Bubba Hotep. Never mind.
Okay. This is the reason I know this film is because when we moved here in the summer of whatever year it was, I guess summer of 92. I didn't know anybody, and we had HBO, and I watched a lot of HBO. And HBO at that time during the day would play really bad movies over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You know, basically the same movie every day. And so, like, I saw this movie Rockula about 1 billion times. It's got Thomas Dolby in it.
This looks cute.
Of She Blinded Me with Science fame.
yeah.
But I just came across that the other day again, and it made me think that This is a movie that everyone should watch.
I'm gonna message my little movie group
it's
now.
So terrible. Not like in a fun terrible way, but like in a so terrible.
Oh no.
But I feel like we could really bond over it, like shared trauma.
I would love that.
Like the Star Wars Christmas special?
That's how I feel about Tusk and about the recent film Love Lies Bleeding. Where I was like,
the Fleetwood Mac album?
No, Tusk, the movie that's written by Kevin Smith. It involves a walrus. I can tell you no more. It's important that you enter this blind.
By Kevin Smith.
Yes, I will watch it again because it's hilarious. But I can't say anything else because it will ruin.
That's what we should do. We should get together and make each other watch the worst movie we can think of.
All right, Tusk is my pick.
Okay, Bubba Hotep would be mine. Have any of you seen Bubba Hotep?
Bubba Hotep has Bruce Campbell in it, at least.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I did watch Kroll for the first time last week.
Ooh.
Very good. I mean, like, silly, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hayden, everyone needs to watch Tusk, okay? Just one time. So that we've all been through it together. It's important. Okay.
I like this. Let's have a shared trauma party.
Right.
Yes. I'm gonna go on Slack right now. But everybody should watch Fallout, by the way. It's 10 out of 10. You don't need to play the games, it doesn't matter. It's so good.
I mean, just the commercials, like
it legitimately is really good.
It looks amazing.
Like just the character work. Great.
I thought it looked good. I was kind of waiting to get your all's opinions on.
Oh, sorry, let's do this instead. Not just like this thumbs up, but oh, it's great. I downloaded Fallout 4 immediately. I've never played it. I played 3, but I was like, well, oh shit. Look who it is. Dad's here.
Dad's here. Oh man.
Wait. First of all, it's Poppy. Okay. Nobody in this house calls.
No, that feels weird.
It feels weird. Poppy.
I'm sorry.
No, that feels weird. That feels really wrong.
That's what my kids call me, and that's what Dan's called me since we were in high school.
That's right. That's right, Poppy.
Poppy Prime.
Oh God! Ew! Bro,
this is the start of some really bad fanfic that I don't want to be like.
Oh right, Tina. Like that never crossed your fanfics. Whatever.
You as Poppy Prime. Oh,
now you said it twice.
Oh, things just got weird.
I call my dad Dadu, but that's it.
We're gonna have a trauma movie party where we all force each other to watch a movie that is bad.
Is Andrew's camera following him to the bathroom? Because that's gonna be really awkward.
Don't worry, I'm mic'd
it's
up.
Perfect for the didn't see you there.
Oh hi. Glad you could join me. Yeah.
You need to come in with a William Riker sort of thing.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that chairs might enjoy being sat on?
Rob will be here in another like 20 minutes if he shows.
Honestly, that whole like compilation where it's just him asking questions and it's like it's like POV, your toddler's trying to talk to you. It's just...
That is one of the wonderful things the internet has given us.
What was that show called? I keep
Unsolved
thinking
Mystery?
of Amazon Women on the Moon.
That's not mystery. What was it?
Bullshit or not was the Amazon Women on the Moon skit, but he actually had a show just like that. Real or not, or believe it or not. No,
it was from Ripley's.
Oh yeah, it's a Ripley's Believe It or Not. Yeah.
No, it was something else. Andrew, you're a Star Trek guy. What's the William Riker? Not Stryker, wrong guy.
When he's not killing X-Men.
Yeah. Spoilers, Dan.
Wait, because Ripley's Believe It or Not had
Kyle, I haven't seen you in forever. What's up, dude?
Beyond Belief.
Beyond Belief.
Yeah, Weird or What is William Shatner. So that's different.
So at least there's a long tradition. Didn't Leonard Nimoy do one too?
Probably.
Or maybe he did an actual
Yeah, he
science
was in
show.
like the 70s or 80s.
Jack Palance did the 70s Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh, that's right.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that.
Huh. I just know the Dean Cain one.
Yes, Amazon Women on the Moon had the Bullshit or Not, which was a spoof off of Unsolved Mysteries. The Loch Ness Monster was Jack the Ripper. Oh my god, I love that movie so much.
Andrew, what are you gonna bring to Trauma Movie Night?
Oh my gosh. It's funny. I was actually talking about this the other day at work, and I was having a really hard time thinking of a bad movie because, like, I feel like all the bad movies I've watched were good because they were so bad. You know, like
That's fair. Like The Room.
Yeah, I was having a really hard time just thinking of like
Madam Web yet.
Have I
Well,
seen
God.
it's easy to think of just bad movies.
Yeah.
right?
I mean, you know, like, but it's movies that are ridiculous bad, or
Yeah.
Like not go beyond like campy bad to like just straight.
yeah, to
out.
where like it's not a cult classic. It's just a campy bad film.
Or movies that you see that you're like, I don't want to see this again, but I need other people to watch it, so I have people to talk about it with.
Yeah,
Might
Maddie
be
also
some of
likes
those.
the bad Batman movies.
I'm sorry.
So I don't know if her scale is like
They're not bad.
I think there's a generational thing there too.
How so?
What? They're great.
you think that like millennials though, what are you, Maddie? You're a millennial, right?
Yeah.
You
I
think
don't think
millennials
there's a
like
trend of millennials liking those
Yeah.
Batman films.
No,
I think
Gina.
it's me
No,
that's
I'm
winning.
just saying like sometimes like Maddie said like older films that you just don't want to watch again. Like sometimes I enjoy older
Oh, no,
films.
these are newer ones.
Oh
Wait.
really? Okay.
Tusk,
Wait,
and then
hold on.
again, Love Lies Bleeding, the lesbian Kristen Stewart movie that I was like, ooh, ladies working it out. And then by the end, I was like, what the fuck was this movie?
Omar, are
Really?
you positing perhaps that people Maddie's age look at the Michael Keaton or the Joel Schumacher Batman
I'm
movie?
gonna stop you before
You know,
you finish
hang
that
on. In the same way that we
No.
look at the
Stop.
1982 Captain America film,
Oh,
like with the bike helmet with the wings painted on it.
that movie was awesome. Maybe, I don't know. I thought you were gonna go a lot older than that.
No. I mean the same way that do you think that they group that in with like the original Fantastic Four movies?
See, I haven't seen any of this.
Well, I feel like Maddie, I know like her Star Wars is probably
Tell
like
us what you
episodes
think Maddie thinks.
1, 2, and 3.
Right? Yeah.
James. Oh, of course I've watched Debs.
The hell is that?
It is a horrible lesbian movie that I love because we didn't have a lot. There wasn't a lot of lesbian films. And they made it with Debs, like the spy movie. It was on MTV. It's so bad. It's Jordana Brewster's in it. And we're like, well, this is what we've got. We've got this, but I'm a cheerleader. Now there's like a ton of lesbian films. There's been, like so many.
There were always like underground lesbian movies. You just had to like really hunt to find them, and a lot of them they wrote it. Like
didn't have
Chocolate
it.
was another one that was like big
Uh,
around the time of like, but I'm a cheerleader, and
But see, now you've got to catch up, Tina, because like 3 whole fantastic, well, 2 really good, 1 weird movie came out in the past year that you've got to see. Bottoms, 10 out of 10. Drive Away Dolls, also 10 out of 10. Love Lies Bleeding is a movie.
if it's not animated,
That's a great review.
Jordana Brewster's in what movie?
Debs.
Now I'm in. Okay, she's a cutie.
People my and Maddie's age grew up with Michael Keaton's Batman the way Omar's age grew up with the Lewis Wilson one. Is what Hayden says.
Wait a
I
minute,
don't know
Hayden-
who Lewis Wilson is.
I don't
I
know.
don't know who that is either.
Lewis Wilson.
Bruce Willis.
You got me, Hayden. I don't know that one.
We're all
There was a
still-
Lewis Wilson Batman?
Lewis
The
Willis.
first actor
I
to
wasn't
play a
aware
DC
there's an
Comics
Adam.
character.
There's a Batman between.
Oh,
Adam
you
and-
go to hell.
Oh man.
I had to look that up, you son of a bitch.
Ouch.
But Whitney and I have been going through and watching a lot of like 70s and 80s like sci-fi movies that I've never seen. So that's been kind of like the trend of the year.
What have you
What's your favorites?
go.
What are your favorites?
My
that you've seen
favorites?
so far? Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that yet.
Really?
Oh,
Good one.
That's
Well,
so
I say
good.
sci-fi and fantasy because like last week was Crawl.
Flash
And we have
Gordon,
about-
it's both sci-fi and
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna say Flash Gordon.
Let me add it. Let me message her that to the list. Put it on there.
that's one of like 6 movies I have on Blu-ray.
I mean,
I
was like-
believe Dan. I believe Dan. He curated his list of DVDs. I can only imagine that list of Blu-rays is about a
It's
third.
Flash Gordon, The Godfather, and The Wild Bunch, and
Goonies.
I did probably see Goonies though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a classic for us. Like I don't know. It's weird. Like I was watching Teen Wolf with my oldest daughter, and I've forgotten how different movies were back then in the 80s and how we can't make movies like that anymore.
Well, I think there's
the-
not be a trend coming back to it because like
No.
look at-
I mean, like
No,
the
I mean-
things they were doing at the high school party that
oh
would get you canceled these days.
no, I mean besides that, I mean like I mean, stylistically thinking about like
Because she asked me, she's like, "Did you all have parties like that?" I'm like, "No, I did. I never attended."
no,
parties
we
like
did
that."
not have parties like that.
No,
we were
that
told
was-
parties were supposed to be like that. And we were very disappointed. When we got that.
I was watching Transformers.
that's how my part when I got invited to those kind of parties, and I'd be like, no, I'm gonna have Rock Band at my house, everybody after prom.
Well, they were
Man.
playing a game that was like spin the bottle, but except you didn't kiss, you were just thrown into the closet with.
Oh, 7
Another-
Minutes in Heaven.
Yeah, we all
7
played that
seconds
when we
in
were younger, right? And I was like, "No, we didn't do that."
Okay.
It's cooler than that.
Don't you make a lie?
It missed a generation, Omar.
Well, I mean, like my friends basically were like, "Let's throw these 2 people in a closet for however long." Yeah.
But you were already in the closet.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey.
Whoa.
What did I walk into?
That's
7
awesome.
minutes in heaven, Rob.
Oh boy.
All those
We
good
were-
old
we were
80s games.
promised both 7 minutes and heaven, and it never did deliver.
Maybe not for you, but one time.
40 versions. Okay.
What's up,
Yeah.
Rob?
Sorry I'm late. My computer, it's a Mac. It's so great. It just works. Did not work. So I'm trying to reboot, and I'm going to try again. But the Pixel
Okay.
works. Yeah.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Yeah. So in like 2 minutes, when this thing is done rebooting, maybe I'll actually be able to join like with the proper lighting and things like that. Proper
You look
lighting.
Yeah.
fine.
Do I look all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were a little
Okay.
loud, but I lowered your mic. So hopefully.
Have you all watched the? We talked about these last time. Have you watched the like original Superman films with Christopher Reeve? You got to add those to your list, or at least the
Well,
first.
oh yeah,
one.
yeah.
No,
wanted to-
Maddie, you have to
Maddie
wait.
has it, though.
We're gonna watch that together
Okay.
because that's in my like top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
So,
I want to watch
Really?
those. I also want to watch the original Dune really bad.
Oh man.
Which version?
Okay.
The original. Oh, there's. Oh, the one with
Oh,
the
there's
awkward
like
narration.
5
they had
different
had.
cuts. Oh, what was the sci-fi had one of the longest cuts too? I think that
Oh,
one.
gosh, I don't
Where's
remember.
James? James can find you all the different versions.
That's
Game
what I want to
chat.
watch.
yes, we have to include Superman 3.
Yeah.
But
You ever
in a
use
total-
the blower in the bathroom? You know, it
In
doesn't
a
work, right? The
Right,
Superman works.
Yo, man, when that chick got all the robot parts in her, that
Oh,
was
man.
creepy though. When I was a kid,
I was there was like
Oh.
Kid hasn't
there's
seen it.
two, yeah, there's 2
Well,
things I can
see
think
that.
of when I was a kid. An episode of Buck Rogers. You're gonna laugh at me, but there's an episode of Buck Rogers, the space vampire,
bitty bitty.
creeped me the fuck out, and that scene from Superman 3.
That's the only 2 things that have ever creeped you out in life.
Only 2 things ever.
Yeah,
Not
Andrew,
the-
You have
would
lived
sit there
such a
during
good life.
Temple of Doom, like yawning,
Oh yeah,
but watching Robot Lady and Superman 3. Is
Temple of
too
Doom.
much.
Dude, I went to Catholic church, man. Temple of Doom is nothing.
Yeah.
People ripping people's hearts out all the time. Sure.
So Adam, I had never. Children of Dune was the only thing I had seen about Dune. I didn't watch like until when Dune 2 came out. When I watched the movie before, like Dune 1 and 2 that day. Children of Dune was the only Dune thing I'd ever seen. Because I watched a lot of those like mini. I don't know if you guys watch those too, all those sci-fi miniseries. Because like for a few years there were a ton of them.
I didn't see the Children of Dune one, but I did see the one that Adam's talking about, the miniseries. They did, but they when in the early days of sci-fi, they pulled one of the big cuts of the original.
Oh,
Dune.
so that's what he's talking about. Oh,
Dan, I'm not gonna stay long, but I got to interview John Barber and Andrew Griffith yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool, man.
Cool.
They came on to promote their new book. They had their publisher had emailed me, and they were like, "Hey, we want to have these guys on. We'd be happy to send money your way." And I'm like, John Barber and Andrew Griffith, you just send them down. Like, I didn't even read the rest of the email. I'm like, just get those guys on. I love those guys. And I've had John on before because he used to work at IDW, and he's making that artist the Conan Artist Edition book. He's a hell of a guy. I really like hanging out with both of them or talking to them.
Yeah, that's what I understand. I look forward to doing that.
Had some good memories of like Transformers and what ended up happening and what could have been. They told me after the video what they were planning between them and James Roberts and before IDW, and they were so upset that it never got made.
Oh, now you're
just hanging a carrot over Dan's head there.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him
after the video.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him on his deathbed. By the way, Dan, I was just kidding.
That's so cruel.
Andrew, you want to talk about X-Men?
X-Men, yes. Okay. Here's the thing, though. I haven't seen the last 10 minutes of the latest episode.
I'm like 2 episodes behind, but I'm. Everyone is.
Wait. You're 2 behind, Maddie? You're 2 episodes behind?
I'm 2 episodes
behind. We can't talk about X-Men because 2 episodes behind is when the shit hit the fan.
Well, and that everyone is okay. Everyone's like saying things without saying things on Facebook. And every time I open it, they're just like kind of vaguely talking about it. And I'm just like, stop it. So I know.
Stop it.
You're telling the internet to stop it? How's that working for you?
It's like people on my it's not on Twitter where I expect
guys, stop it, guys.
Y'all, it's so good. Oh my god, yeah. 5 and 6. Ooh.
I love everything so far, though. Like I'm so happy with it.
I did not like the Inferno episode. I thought it went too fast, but everything else has been phenomenal.
The fact that they did Inferno in like 6 minutes.
Not only Inferno, but also Endgame. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening here?
Oh yeah. Like, yeah, they definitely rushed through that.
They definitely needed like some editor or something in that episode. But it seems like, oh my gosh, that episode, man. And I wasn't a fan of the original series, and I wasn't like a fan of a couple of characters that that
wait, really?
Spotlight. And yeah, that we had this show called Near Mint Condition where we talked about this like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I was drinking, but yeah.
Those were the days.
Omar hates Rogue.
Here's Rob.
No, I love Rogue.
I was gonna say that old school Rogue was drawn in a very 80s, 90s style. How about that?
90s, yes.
The new one is good too. I mean, the animation is really good. Yes, the Goblin Queen looks very good. And I was really mad that the toy did not have the boots.
Nothing on it?
Well, no, she's wearing pants. And I was like, I want my Goblin Queen to look like the comic book Goblin Queen.
I was going to say, last I recall, I'm not as ingrained in comics as you guys, but I don't remember the Goblin King wearing any pants. Just saying.
No,
she's wearing a t-shirt.
But even in the episode, she wasn't wearing pants. Like, she was wearing really high boots. And so I was really surprised that they did that. I've been surprised with the freaking, like, this is the best Disney Plus Marvel collab. Oh, yeah. And I love WandaVision.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, this is X-Men. This is how you do it.
So much with animation that they can't do, but this is so because they are trying to mimic that 90s animation tone,
Mhm.
it feels so much cooler than like the What If series and
Yes.
and some of those that are like, oh, we've got celebrity voices and let's do, you know, quasi realistic animation and all this. It's like, no, we just want to watch a cartoon, man.
Okay,
Like, just let us
so
watch damn cartoon.
I don't want to give anything away, but for those who have seen episode 5,
Hagababa!
Hagababa, there's a dance scene. All right, Maddie, you'll look forward to this. I think it is nothing big. It's not like super important to the plot or anything like that, but it was just like, this doesn't feel like a Saturday morning cartoon. It feels like, I don't know. I was kind of getting a vibe of like, oh, this is a cartoon for adults, kind of.
I mean, that was already pretty obvious with a relationship between two certain people being
Oh,
referenced.
yeah, but it was almost.
Wait, who are we not spoil? Everybody's talking in non-spoilery. Who are we not spoiling? Who hasn't seen?
Maddie has.
I'm into the last.
No,
I'm into the last.
the last,
And
yeah.
Rob. Yeah. Half
We're all
each.
just like
the-
two episodes behind.
The Ace of
Apparently,
Base
all
dance?
4 episodes behind. That's funny.
Yes.
That song? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway,
I've never been a fan of Ace of Base, but
I
that song
love Ace of Base.
You
That makes
would love
sense,
Ace of
Tina.
Base, Tina.
makes sense,
White woman.
Tina.
Okay. Everybody loves Ace of Base.
everybody
No.
loves it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I do not love Ace of Base. Ace of Base actually annoys me.
Same.
I think near mint condition is evenly split on this one.
What do you mean evenly? Who else hates Ace of Base besides me and Rob?
Andrew, did you dislike?
No,
Oh, no,
I'm
you
not.
like. Oh,
Andrew-
never mind.
Andrew's
It's just
fully
you
on
two
board with
oddballs.
Ace of
Yeah.
Right. So the
Did you call
minority
us
don't
oddballs?
like Ace of Base, but the white folks do.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything. But I'm glad somebody did. I'm glad someone did.
You put it out there. Okay,
Not my jam. I'm sorry. No disrespect, just not my jam.
X-Men. Hold on. Yes, you will sign up and open your mind. See the sign.
Don't turn around. Just walk away.
Does anybody
Rob,
know?
stop.
Is the X-Men already like? Is there already talks of future seasons? Do we know?
Yes. They're
Okay.
working on season 3.
Seriously?
That's what I keep seeing on like
Wow.
different social
On the-
media things.
On the ever reliable internet, Dan.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Exactly.
The animation's so smooth. I think that's because you were talking about like just the style, which is great. But the fact that you watch like, wow, that all of the movement is so smooth in between all of this. Like the frame rate is so good. It just makes me so happy.
It's what I wanted in X-Men in 1992
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I was watching anime at the time, so that's why I never got into the X-Men cartoon. I mean, I watched every single episode, but I wasn't like, oh my god, the reruns! Oh my god, have you seen when Morph gets killed and Wolverine's like, "This one's for you, Morph"? Like, wait,
I'm sorry. What was that again?
I will say that every episode that we watch, I'm like, how did they not already do this in 6 seasons before or 5
Yeah.
seasons? However many,
Because-
like, how did they not already cover this story?
And it seems like back then they were adapting stories that were kind of safe, and now it's like, oh no,
Yeah.
we're going
Now
to
they're just going for it.
now they're going like, dude, what? Okay, episode 5. I'm just gonna say when they did the
The Thing.
damn it, okay, the
Thing.
adaptation of the storyline, I was like, I was rolling my eyes at first. I'm like, oh my god, this is so stupid. And then I'm like, oh, they're gonna go there, but how hard? Oh, they went hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm game.
They went hard.
Hard.
Oh man, that was I texted Tina right away. I'm like, you need to come over and watch X-Men because
It's like, have you seen it? Have you seen it, Tina? I was like, no, I haven't.
I mean,
had
it's definitely the
open-
right time for this show to come out because now we have a lot of like animated shows that I mean, you can say they're like marketed towards adults or marketed towards all ages. Even the all ages ones go really dark and really deep, and you're like, oh, wow, like Avatar, where they like basically suffocated a man with airbending. Like,
Right. You watch
they
X-Men
can get away
97,
with
you
it.
watch Bluey, you watch.
Hey, Bluey does get you like that though.
Get you in the feels. I
What
mean,
about
it's
Coco
not
Melon
stuff that-
and
I want to know what's changed because, like, they've tried this before. They've tried to do cartoons for adults. Like, I remember back in the 90s, they tried. Anybody remember, like, Fish Police?
Fish Police.
See,
No,
nobody.
you always come up with the most
Coast to
obscure
Coast.
cartoons no one remembers.
But that was supposed to be
Nick at
like
Night?
an adult cartoon. It was like this fish detective with murder and the mob and so. Anyways, but that was supposed to
Duckman?
be like it appeared on Primetime Fox. Literally, I think for a couple episodes before it got canceled, and like nobody remembers this stuff. They've tried multiple times. What was the duck show? I can't remember it.
Darkwing Duck.
Adam
Howard the Duck.
remembers.
No,
Duckula.
Duckman.
Duckman. Yeah, Duckman.
What? Okay, apparently I didn't have a TV. I don't know
Wasn't it
what
Jason
you're talking about.
Alexander that did his voice? I mean, like Cartoon Network.
Oh, Duckman was gross, though. That's why.
What?
Because Duckman's gross.
I
Well,
love
in
Duckman.
that case,
That was Tina's
back to Ren and
awakening.
Stimpy.
Was Duckman?
All right, I need.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
Howard
look
the
at
Duck,
picture
but
of
anyways.
Duckman. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Comedy Central did have like things like South Park and stuff.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
come
Duckman.
on, Tina.
Hey, Jason Alexander.
yeah.
Look
It
at
was
this.
great.
Okay, I do remember this, and I did not
His
watch
dumb
this.
face.
This did not appeal to me. Also, maybe I'm of the generation like Beavis and Butthead, and those really wacky cartoons.
Yeah.
Like they didn't click.
Liquid TV.
You
yeah.
weren't a fan of Liquid Television, Eon Flux, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Really?
Aeon
Oh my
Flux,
God.
yeah.
I think I was too busy like playing video games rather than
The
watching these
stuff
shows.
they got away with Aeon Flux was amazing.
Andrew, have you
The
heard
things
of
they
it?
got away with in Ren and Stimpy were crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Ren and Stimpy went.
I mean,
Wait,
we all know
hold on.
what happened
Were
to the
these shows-
creator, but
Were these shows only on cable TV? Because I did not have cable TV. Like, and there was a
was
middle
on
period.
Nickelodeon and USA. And,
Yeah.
Comedy
My
Comedy
problem too,
Central.
Rob.
Ren and
Yeah,
Stimpy?
I think that's it because I did not have cable TV from like as a young kid. So I miss I miss this.
Who is the artist on this? Was it Peter Chung?
Oh, I don't know.
What
It's
was his
Scarlett
name?
Johansson.
Yeah, famous Asian actress.
She was a ghost in the shell, not Aeon
No.
Flux.
Right. No, Charlize
uh,
Theron. Right. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the
Oh,
wrong white
Charlize.
girl. Oh my God,
Wrong
Dan,
white
how
girl was
dare
on
you?
there.
I've betrayed my people. I now must diminish and go to the left.
They'll forgive you. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm digging it. I think it's good. I think it's the best thing that Disney Plus and the MCU have done, and that's what I kind of want to see. The expectations are now high when the X-Men come to the big screen. But the showrunner did get fired.
Yeah. So
Why?
And I think it's all up. There's a lot of rumors and speculation as to what happened. But I don't know.
That's it's always kind of weird when like something is successful and then like the person at the head that helped it be successful, James Gunn, like does something stupid and then throws everything off. Like, what are you doing? Like, if you get away with, like, if you're doing a good thing, keep doing the good thing and don't do something stupid so you can continue to do the good thing.
Yeah.
Life lessons with near Mickey.
Please join my TED Talk. Please tap others.
Did you say TED Talk? I'm in. Oh, TED Talk.
Yeah, TED Talk. We just released a patch for our game, and there's some things that are busted. And some folks in the community are like, hey, we understand, like, things happen. Then the other side of the community is like, you all have destroyed, like, the whole world. I'm like, guys, we're all trying to do our best. Please be nice.
The internet is very understanding and forgiving, Rom. Just like they listen to Maddie when she's trying to tell them to be quiet.
That's what the internet is known
Absolutely.
for.
They're
Accurate
forgiving all the wrong
information
people all
and
the time.
instant forgiveness.
The internet is
like-
so forgiving.
Is that true, Haven?
That's the big thing that's going on right now. And
Honestly,
honestly, I mean,
like art.
he has an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Or
Oh,
he
good
has.
for him.
I mean, who doesn't?
But if you're
Right.
working for Disney and if it's in the
Man.
contract, then it doesn't matter, right? It sucks, but
Do we
You
need to
gotta
look
have that
do we need to
spice.
look at our contract, Omar?
So
I don't have an OnlyFans.
this is
I have an
true.
OmniFans.
When I worked at the Disney store in the mall, I couldn't have any facial hair, so I had to shave everything off, and I wouldn't do it. I had to keep my mustache and my little goatee. And also, I was the only black person there, so they couldn't fire me anyway.
So I shouldn't talk about my Only Dan's page.
Only Dan? That's brilliant!
It's just
I
you and a
love
bunch of other
that.
dudes named
Hold
Dan.
on. Wait a minute. Is that you?
Andrew,
Please
Andrew's
don't
gonna
look
that up,
Andrew's on
Andrew.
GoDaddy right now.
It's just me doing like dad stuff. Like I'm cutting the lawn. I'm
Okay, wait,
putting
yeah,
in the
I gotta be-
dishwasher.
I love the idea. It's just it's all just like really nice headshots. It's just like guys do really nice things like only dance. It reminds me, have you guys heard of this? Now I'm gonna mention Pornhub, but not for like those reasons, okay? But there's a guy on there who's made comedy content where it's just him being really nice. He's like, POV, I clean up the couch for you after.
Exactly. Only dads.
Only
Hey, I
Dan.
did the laundry today and I put it away. Only dads.
So funny.
I got you some bourbon. Only dads.
All right, y'all. OnlyDans.com is taken. I'm a little scared to go to it because I'm on a work computer here. So if somebody
Oh,
Please don't do that.
I will do this.
Take
Let
a
me do
I
bullet,
feel
Dan.
like I have to explore this.
Take one
And
for the
also-
team.
So what's going to happen is
I
Dan's
have
going to
no
do
idea
this,
what to
and
expect.
it's going to take over his Chrome notification.
Aw,
He's
it's
not going
just
to be
a
able to do
fucking
anything
page.
at all.
Wait,
So
what?
what?
yeah.
It's just somebody bought it and parked it.
Domain grab.
Oh man.
Ah, man. All
It's
right.
some guy named Dan waiting for that day
Dan, you
for
could've
another
been
guy
somebody.
named Dan to
I
email
was
him.
ready. I was ready to contribute.
Oh,
Let's,
man.
let's start a campaign. We've got to get that domain name. I want onlydans.com.
Hit us up on Patreon.
I would literally have to start sending emails to all the Dans.
Yes.
Hey guys,
Guys,
Only Dan.
Because that's how you guys talk to each other. Hey guys, I was wondering if anybody wanted to start a
guys.
website with me. Also, Dan.
I have to send out to the Society of Dan's newsletter.
on Usenet.
See, I love that.
I love it. Yes, make it happen, please.
We're all afraid.
I
of
missed the beginning of the stream. What are y'all drinking tonight?
Gator-
Sparkling
Gator.
water.
Sparkling
Grape Waterloo.
Oh, okay. And let's see,
drinking
fuzzy
drinking your beverage.
Okay, my beverage of choice. Maddie, so my kids have been into like they take these giant water bottles to school, but they don't like plain Jane water. They like put flavoring in it. So we found this
Oh
really
no.
well. That's yes. See what you're doing right there? That's what I do. Is like the Lord intended us to drink water as
Well,
is from
no, it's
tap
not,
from Kentucky, right?
there's this whole trend. I'll have to find a video and send it to you where like these TikTok girlies were like they like do special things to the water and it's like their whole deal. It's like their whole thing.
This is like the Sephora stuff. The kids with the like.
I'll
drink
find
things
it.
and okay.
Okay, so we have found because we're trying to be as hippie and as organic and environmentally responsible as possible without
Yeah.
putting like chemicals and crap in our kids' bodies. And also, I'm like, please just drink water. Like, okay, I get it. So we found these little packets from a company called I'll go get it in a second.
Kool-Aid.
But it's organic. There's no sugars, there's no calories or whatever, but it adds a little bit of flavor to the water. So they've been chugging these, like it makes me proud. Like, okay, there's some sort of sweetener thing in your water, but it's not sugar, it's not calories. I'll let it go. Now, in 10 years, when they grow a third arm, like I'll be like, well, I shouldn't give him that flavored water. But
You
for
should
right
just
now,
give
they're
them the
drinking it.
sugar man.
Dude, we survived the 80s and Flavor Aid and
Listen. We live in Kentucky where like the water and limestone
Ovaltine.
and tap
Dang.
water like has salt in it. We're fine. So this is what I'm drinking. I'm drinking here. Andrew, put me up.
That's the second bottle you held up.
Yeah, this is a different one. So this is called The Untold Story. This is chapter 3. This is from the Kentucky Black Bourbon Guild. This is a special pick with Castle and Key, where it's a wheated, I think this one's a wheated bourbon, and they work together to pick the barrels. And each of these, this is chapter 3, they have a story of African-American contributions in the bourbon industry. So like this is the third bottle of this stuff. And this is really, really delicious stuff. Okay, so
cool.
shout out to Castle and Key. So, and then after that, I'm going to switch to like Old Faithful, Weller, and Bullet, because those are my go-tos. Those are my go-tos. That's what I'm
All
drinking.
tonight.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Woodford tonight.
It's going to be a good night during the stream and post-stream.
Okay. You've got 20 minutes. Go.
Oh, I've got good news for
Go
me,
ahead.
anyways. So the game I kickstarted like 4 years ago, the spiritual successor to my favorite game of all time, Suikoden. I have it now. It got
Show
here
us.
like
What?
last week. It's in the other room. The problem is, I was like, oh, I'll just play that and do nothing else. But then they're like, hey, don't do that yet because we need to put some more patches out.
Oh.
And it may be bugged in a way that'll mess up your save. You have to start over. So I have just been like just waiting to play it. But it's here. It exists. It's a thing I have.
Okay. So
Sounds
as
very
you
exciting.
know, I also kickstarted this with you, and I have not received a golly darn thing. So I think I might need
Are
to
you
like contact
digital?
with people. Digital and physical. You know me.
Oh, then you have. It goes through Yeti.com, so you have to like make sure you gave them your stuff or whatever.
Oh, you know what?
Unless you got a
just
Switch copy, that you won't get that till May.
Here's a question that
My
brings
birthday.
up for you physical copy people.
Mm-hmm.
How do you reconcile disc media with the idea that the game that you actually install gets downloaded and patched and all that sort of thing?
I know.
And if they stop offering that, then you might be stuck with a shitty version of the game.
But you still have it rather than it just disappearing once.
Well, yes, but yeah, Dan has a good point because this came up in like the Discords and stuff because like, well, from now on, whenever I use this copy, if let's say I never have the chance to connect to the internet or I find a copy much later in life, right? Mm-hmm. And maybe the store is down. Well, I can't patch it. It's just always going to be an incomplete game from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is like a real thing. Like, so for example,
yeah, it's like a philosophical and real world dilemma.
I guess I'll pirate it later in life if I have to.
So, for example, our Friday the 13th game, what's released on the physical disc and what's released on the physical cartridge for the Switch has a certain version because of the lead time and how long it takes to put certain patches on. Like, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And like, you know, should Nintendo servers or whatever shut down in 20 years, 30 years, and you're probably thinking like, I'm not going to play this game in 20 years, 30 years. Literally, the other day, people were at my house and they're like, hey, let's play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And I was like, okay, here we go. These games you will play in 20 years.
Yeah, you didn't need patches for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Back in our day, we just had shitty games.
Well, well, that's the thing. Like
we called them bugs Easter eggs.
It was ET on the Atari. There was no patches for that.
Like, I'm very much a push for physical media.
There weren't patches per se, but like if you look at a copy of Super Mario Brothers 3, at the bottom you can see there's different versions of that cartridge. Yeah. So it was effectively like, you know, a patch version. Most people have the -01 copy of Super Mario Brothers 3 where they switch some typos and a couple other bugs, but there's like a couple of the original ones. So like this did happen. There's a precedence. Maddie, what you're talking about with Euclidean Chronicles, did I say it right? I always say it.
Hey, you did.
Thank you very much.
So
there's a company called Strictly Limited Games, and they released a version of Bubble Bobble.
Oh, is that Strictly Limited or Limited Run?
I don't know.
No, it was Strictly Limited. I have it. Bubble Bobble 4.
So what they did was, like, they were like, hey, here's a version of this game on the Switch, but there are extra patches that we want to include. So if you want to send us back your old one, we'll send you the new one with all the patches on the cartridge itself. So, like, there's ways to do that. But, again, how Switch games run, you have to do this in allocations of 1,000. So, like, it costs money.
Yeah.
The bigger the game, the more expensive part and things like that. So, it was a big, huge hassle for them to do what they did. But I believe it's the right way to do it. Like, put the most up-to-date version that you can. Because exactly what you're talking about, Maddie, the fact that, like, these people are like, hey, this is bad. This is bugged and broken. And in 20 years, when you go to play this with, like, you know, like, with, like, little kids, hey, let me show you the game that I loved when I was a kid. And it doesn't work. Like, you're screwed. Like, what do you do, right? So,
yeah.
Dan,
luckily, I'm obsessed with them, and so I'm like, it's fine. It happened. At least you got it out. The creator died a couple months ago.
Yeah, the creator died before it was released. That's so sad.
Yeah, man, really? Like, you put all your heart and your soul in this thing. You want people to see it, and yeah, that hurt. But he knew that there was a rabid fan base.
It's me. I cried when I backed it, and I'm gonna cry again.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna talk about Toriyama either. I've been trying to buy every Dragon Ball Super and every Dr. Slump. Thanks, Dan, for the guidance on helping me with Dragon Ball Super. I appreciate your feedback.
What?
Oh,
was that sarcasm?
Yeah, yes, it was. I was like, Dan, my girls have gone through all Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. I want to get them into Dragon Ball Super. Like, Dan, you love Dragon Ball. You have the Dragon Ball website. Can you help a brother out? Radio silence. So I'm going to just assume that your iPhone just doesn't, like, you shut down when I said this.
I thought I responded to that.
I got nothing, dude. I was like,
did you bill him for
I
that?
do owe you an honor debt, and
I want my 40 acres and a mule.
I'll be
So what
happy
I've
to
been
tell
doing-
you about that Unicron, that third-party Unicron, if you want.
Oh yes. So have you? Okay, yeah. I would love to know more about third-party Unicron because this is my baby. But I want third-party Unicron. It's also possible, Dan. Even though I'm giving you a hard time, like I don't actually know how to use my phone, so it's very possible that you've sent me all these things. I've just sent. So what I've been doing is trying to buy Dragon Ball Super rather than like watch the thing. I've been trying to buy the manga. So I've been going at it both ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like 17, 18, and going backwards. So
It's on hiatus right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it?
It's on indefinite. Like they don't know if it's going to come back or not. Yeah, you know.
Well, I mean,
He's gone, so
yeah.
it's like, what do you do? I mean, Berserk kind of went through that for a while. It was unknown for a long time,
Yeah.
and then it was a Young Animal that made a statement like, "Yeah, we're going to continue it." It's crazy, and I think those chapters are out now, and there's enough for a tankobon. Toriyama, man, that one sucked. Like we did a stream, Rob and I was like, I'd call Dan.
I was crying.
It's like 10 o'clock, and I think he's in bed.
Yeah, I was crying. I was at the bookstore, as I told you. I've been trying to buy like various
Dr. Slump and all
Dragon
that.
Ball Super. And at the bookstore, there's like a rest in peace, we love you, Akira Toriyama. And like even my wife was like, who was very like, she goes, "Oh man, that's really sad." Oh my god,
All the people in Brazil. Those are the people that are like hurting the most.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't cry until I saw the Japanese commercial for the Dragon Ball Z fighting game, where it's it was the one that came out like last year, but they replayed it because I think it was the Kakarot one. But it's like the Japanese guy, he's in a business suit, and he hears the theme, and it's like a flashback when he's a kid, and he's like watching Dragon Ball. And I was like, you motherfucker!
Oh.
They did something similar with that with Dragon Quest. Like when the new Dragon Quest 11 came out, they showed like a flashback of all the previous Dragon Quest games and like the little kids playing it, and all the scenes where like, you know, characters die and like kids playing this, their memories, they're crying, and I was like, oh my god, Bianca!
They did again with Illusions of Mana. They're just like,
yeah, I texted my brothers and I was like, I love you guys so much. Because they were playing Secret of... Now, we never got, Secret of Mana 3 here.
Second Densetsu 3, yeah.
3. But we did get, what was it called? Final Fantasy Adventure?
We did on like the Switch or something. Illusion of
Yeah,
God.
but dude, not when we were kids. When it mattered when we were kids. Because, like, that would have been amazing. Now, granted, it was only 2 players and not 3 players. But, I mean, our lives changed when, like, Secret of Mana 2 came out. And we had the Hudson Soft multi-tap on the Super Nintendo. Yeah,
and you remember when Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles came out, where you, me, your wife, and my wife would play?
Yeah.
You're holding the healing thing. Like, no, I don't want to be the warrior. You mean it? Good times.
That was a lot of fun. I missed that.
If anyone wants to come over and play Crystal Chronicles right before they announced it was coming out on the Switch and PlayStation, Elliot went and bought all of the Game Boy Advances.
You want to go old school?
Yeah,
that's the way we played it.
That's what we
all the cables, all the Game Boy Advances. I was ready. Like, dude, let's
go. If you want the nostalgia, you just come over to our house.
How do you even play? How do you hook up your GameCube to what TV? Like in the last 3 years, TVs have done away with.
I got it. This is so I always bring.
No. You showed me that last time, and then you showed me the price. I ain't spending $750 on that thing, man.
Tell something nerdy. Andrew, camera, please. This is. There it is. This is the Retro Tink 4K. So this thing.
Yeah, this is what you held up the last time.
Look at that. Those inputs there. We have SCART on the side. Do we have?
Wait, is this last month's episode?
That's what I thought.
Did I show the rest?
Yes.
Oh my god, did I really?
Yes. And I said, hey man, how much is that? And then you're like, I can't say it. I'm gonna text you. $750.
I'm just gonna buy a CRT TV to have in the basement. That's my whole plan.
But with this device, you don't need a CRT because it can emulate a CRT perfectly on a modern 4K TV.
Yeah, but I could just buy a CRT with a
Yeah, those CRTs
included.
are heavy,
Well,
Maddie.
So
They
my
don't joke
wife,
around.
I
my
can get
wife
the
is
pink
very-
one or the Shrek one. Come on, I can live.
my wife is
That's
very
fine.
patient and
Yes.
very gracious. Very gracious. Like she's a very loving person. She hates the CRTs in my house because they're so huge. They take up so much room. They're
Yeah.
hot. She's like, get this crap out of here. It's like, so this is an alternative solution, right?
It's a little pricey, but I get it. You know, I
You
get
weren't
it.
supposed to say the price in case she's paying attention and watching the stream.
You know how much I paid for Unicron? I think.
Yes,
it's
I
okay.
do. I was telling the
Andrew,
story.
how far are you in Tears of the Kingdom and have you gone back?
I have not started.
Oh,
You
I
haven't
thought you
started?
already had.
Oh,
I haven't started yet. No, I haven't started yet.
did
I
you
haven't
play Breath
either.
of the Wild? Like, did you actually
You
officially?
beat Breath, right? Breath of the Wild.
Yes, I beat Breath of the Wild. I have not. I went very completionist on Breath of the Wild. So I've done everything except for the very last level of the Master Sword.
Oh,
whatever
the
it's called.
champions.
Tile.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I haven't done that. No, I haven't started Tears of the Kingdom yet because I've had like this like weirdly like super busy like it's as if everything that's going to happen this whole year is all
Has
front loaded
happened.
into the first 5 months of the year. And so I'm just like I can't start Tears of the Kingdom because I know I'm either going to want to just do that and nothing else or
That's
I'm going to just like not pay attention to the game at all because I'm so busy with everything else.
No. It would be the first one.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm just going to follow my usual trend, which is to be like 4 years behind everybody else here.
Perfect.
Maybe
That's
a
true.
little sooner. If I actually play it this fall, then I'm like way ahead of my normal schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't even
And
started
Maddie,
it.
speaking of games that I should have already beaten but have not, I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I'm not gotten very far. I've just met Yuffie. I've not gotten to go to Saucer. I've not gotten to the thing. But I
You
stay
haven't
off
gotten
the
to the
internet.
part where they kill Cloud.
Stop it! I stay off the internet because, like, even my Google feed is like, "Here is this thing." Like, stop!
Yeah, it's all out now. It's too late.
Yeah. So I'm trying to just get through it so I can do the thing be done.
That's why you got to be really cool and take off work.
Yes.
The
Like,
whole week I took off half the
Wait,
week.
did you beat it, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game is huge.
I did
Yeah.
nothing except for play that game.
I'm watching Melanie play it,
That's
and
awesome.
it's like she showed me the world map. And I was like,
It's
holy
crazy.
crap, how do people have time to play games like this?
Yeah.
I
We
miss
spent at
those
least
days.
15 hours just in the card game.
I was
for
going to
sure.
ask you, Maddie. So you finished the game. How many hours did it take you to get through it?
Like 80, 85.
And how many side quests did you do?
All of them.
So, like, that's my thing.
I just didn't platinum it because the side games they're stupid. They're stupid and I hate them.
I did. So I accidentally walked around to this dude. He was like, "Hey, touch this," and all of a sudden we're all polygonal and we're playing a board game. Like, what is this?
Me
Oh,
and
yeah.
Condor,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
good.
an hour of that.
Rob.
Like, hey, let's do this card game. Like, what's a card game? That was
Oh,
an hour
it's
of that.
incredible. The way they do
Actually, the card game's pretty cool.
the way they reference the polygons, like look of the original game is it's incredible. Like it just
It was really fun. But
this is
what I'm
Final
trying to
Fantasy should be. 16 was garbage. This is good, and they should have done this.
Oh, I thought 16 was good. I know,
It's not a Final Fantasy game.
it hasn't been Final Fantasy
It's like,
since 6.
hey, here's a guy. He's interesting. Have a female companion that is bland as hell. She is the most boring girl who has nothing going for her. Her
So,
whole life is about this dude.
So, Maddie, maybe you and I should have like a Final Fantasy like cast where we just talk about Final Fantasy. As I play through Final Fantasy VII, again, I'm not as far as you, but as I play through it, I keep thinking, wow, Final Fantasy 16 was a much better looking and more Final Fantasy game than Final Fantasy VII. So the exact opposite of what you just said. So like, we should talk about this. We should talk about this.
Did Final Fantasy 16 have segues? Like segues that you can go around the beach?
That's
You mean
two
Chocobo?
Japanese games this year that have had segues. Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, the other
Infinite Wealth.
fantastic RPG,
That's something we should talk about too. Is Infinite
had
Wealth.
segues, and then this one also had segues. It's incredible.
Okay, interesting.
Games
All
are
right.
silly.
News Fooey channel, Final Fantasy Legend 2 is where it's at. That's not even a Final Fantasy game.
I had that over there. Final Fantasy Legend 2 is right over there. You mean it's secret second Detsetsu is what you're actually trying to say, sir.
No, that was the Saga game. Legend was the Saga game.
Yes. Saga Frontier. No, was it Saga Frontier?
No, it was like something Saga.
Something-
Saga Frontier is what it was on the
Romancing Saga.
PS1.
That's what it was. Yeah, Romancing Saga.
Yeah. Romancing Saga 1 and
Romancing
2.
Saga. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then
and
Adventure was
I still
the.
need all of us to do a GoFundMe for Dan, so you can get a PC and finally play Baldur's Gate, so that we can talk about Baldur's Gate.
Dan,
And
have you
then he
still
can
not
give
played
me all
Baldur's
the
Gate?
lore dump about earlier Baldur's Gates, so we can talk about it.
Again, I would love to play Baldur's Gate. I gave up trying to purchase it through Steam. If you tell me Steam is fixed,
Just
then I'll try again.
need a PC or like a Steam
Steam
Deck.
Deck.
Get a Steam Deck, Dan.
Yeah.
Dan,
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate. Here we go.
get a Steam Deck.
Sealed copy of
No, I'm
Baldur's
opening it
Gate.
up. This is the Japanese physical edition. It came with this really cool book of all the things. Like, this is really cool.
Why did you get?
Does that include the novelization for the first 2 games? Those books are all
No,
old.
it does not. Wait, cool stuff is in the book. Right? Yeah. Dan. Let's talk. Please purchase Baldur's Gate. Thank you.
I thought you
I
were
will
passing
give
it
it
out.
another try. How much is
It's
a
on
Steam
Xbox,
Deck?
PlayStation, and PC. There's no excuse. It's on everything. And if you get the
That's
Xbox
for,
version,
like-
cross play, cross save on PC.
400?
Yeah.
I don't have an Xbox. Well, I mean, Warren has an
Just-
Xbox.
Yeah, just get a Steam Deck.
Just go in your son's room and play.
You can play all the PC games that way.
Here, take this Xbox. Here, I'm gonna put it through the screen.
Oh my god, that's still sealed. Why do you have so many sealed consoles?
What the
It's the
heck?
box. It's the Xbox.
Guys, I gotta go. I love seeing you all, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Peace.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
It is about that time, though.
Yeah. I gotta I'm gonna message I already messaged in Slack. I'm gonna message all of you about I want a movie night on the calendar for May. Be
For May.
belated
My
Andrew's
birthday.
birthday.
My birth month.
Late
And
May
Rob.
would be better.
That's good because I'm not doing anything then. Because I've got C2E2 and then like Star Wars shows, and then I'm free.
Yeah, probably gonna have to be mid-May for me. We'll see. We'll figure something out. Yes, that
I
sounds
would
great.
love to see a movie with you guys.
How
Phantom
about
Menace.
more than one?
Yeah.
I like the movies.
Maddie, are you
Yeah.
still going to the theater often? Could you still have the
All the
like
time.
pass or whatever you had? Nice.
Yeah. Anytime you guys want to go see the movie, don't worry.
I
I
saw
like-
Godzilla.
Don't worry.
versus
No
King Kong.
online fees. Okay. 25% off your concessions. You just gotta
Sweet.
go.
Ah,
I should have
Mhm.
talked to you before we saw Godzilla versus King Kong. Dang on it. Okay.
Yep. Maddie's got the hookup.
Make that happen. Okay.
There's a lot of movies coming out.
Steam
Hopefully.
Deck. Wait a minute. Hang on. Steam
What?
Deck is $550 American dollars.
No, you can get the cheap one. The $3.99 one is fine.
Yeah,
The $3.99
there's
one's fine.
multiple versions.
$3.99 one's fine.
Dan's worth it.
Are you just wanting like the
You
high?
get to bring your
end-
PC
I'm
everywhere
just
with
wanting
you.
to play Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I mean, Firewatch from like 10 years ago.
Get the
Yeah.
lesser one. You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fine. What Tina said. Listen to Tina.
And if you want to play with us, we can just join your game anytime. How fun is that?
I don't understand. Why would I want to play with other people? That's not
You
what
don't
video
have
games
to.
are about.
I don't want to play with other
I want to
people.
play single player
It's
games
nerve-wracking.
that have stories.
I played
That's
all
all
of
I
I
wanna
played
play.
all of Baldur's Gate with Elliot. The whole game we played all of it together.
That's what did y'all play on PC?
Yeah.
Yeah. I recommend playing it on Xbox, but if you don't have an Xbox and you don't want to take your kid's Xbox,
Yeah.
which you should, because you're the parent, you can take what you want. I do what I want.
He bought it, buddy. He
I
bought
played
it.
it on
with his money.
PlayStation 5.
Okay, then never mind. You should just get an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Is it on Switch? Why isn't
No.
it on Switch?
It is not. It is
Too big. It can't be on
It's too
Switch.
big.
Even my PC was like, we can't handle Act 3. We can't. This is a lot.
Hmm.
Too much.
Here, I'm covering my face so I don't spoil anything.
To answer Newsweek's question, yes, I saw the Transformers 1 trailer. I'm reserving judgment, but I
It looks
will
good.
probably watch that movie as opposed to skipping it as I have with most of the rest of the other Transformers movies.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
have
this
not
one
seen it.
actually looks fun to watch.
Well,
Oh
I mean,
my
it's
God.
different. It reminds me of Transformers animated, if not in tone of the thing, in the way that it has pissed off everybody on the internet. So, you know, and I love
Wait.
Transformers.
The
animated,
internet
you know,
gets
it'd
mad
be fun.
about things. What?
I know.
Crazy.
I know.
Transformers is so woke.
What?
Transformers is just so woke, you know?
Yeah. Right.
The
Right.
robots in disguise.
Yeah, we all know what it really means.
What it really means. You lost me. I was with you for a second. I don't know. I lost it.
All right, guys. I gotta cut out and go to sleep. So
Sounds like a
I'll
plan.
see y'all soon. Let's have this movie party.
Yeah, we'll have to schedule it.
All right. Adios, guys.
All
See
right.
you, Dan.
Dan, I'll send you messages. Peace.
All right.
Andrew, do you want to sign us off?
I think I'll sign us off. Yeah, let's sign us off. Y'all, thanks for joining. This has been a lot of fun. We didn't really mention it, but my birthday's in 2 days. I didn't mention it because I'm kind of like
Happy
postponing
birthday!
everything.
Happy birthday to
But-
you.
The reason I bring it up is because this has been a fun thing to do as part of my birthday. It's fun to like join you all here and everybody in the chat. Yeah, this is a good time. So thanks for that. Yeah, Rob knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you haven't done the math, my birthday is 420. I don't know what's significant about that, but yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Wait, let me charge my pen. Yeah. Yes, happy. I will probably interact with you on your birthday proper, but in the interim, happy birthday, Andrew. It's been a
thanks.
great 20-some years.
Thanks. Yes, I am. As aforementioned, it's like a crazy busy time right now. I'm getting ready to go to a company retreat, so like I'm not even going to be around for my birthday. So we're postponing everything. We're going to put it off till like mid-May when all the craziness is gone. If you've not noticed, this is like my room is all
The
wrapped up
moldy
right now.
shot down
because-
wall movement, yeah.
The mold, yeah, exactly. So yeah, everything is in shambles. My life is great. Don't get me wrong, but everything is like in disarray. So we're
We'll
gonna
have to properly,
settle down.
belatedly celebrate with you next month.
There you go. Exactly.
But-
Emma, hold on. Important question right here. The answer is yes.
Good to know.
Yeah.
My kids are pie kids. They get offended with birthday cake. They don't want birthday cake. They want birthday pie.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I'm totally like, I need the Kroger $15 cake, vanilla cake with butterscotch.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Mm,
My kid's like, no, I want pie.
okay, I got to answer this. So I'm more of a cake person, I think, but very much love pie too. Definitely not like one or the other. No, there's no such thing. If you know me, you know I like all sweets. It's all good.
I'm more of a savory person, except for birthday cake.
Fair. All right.
All right.
I think we're signing off, folks. Thanks for joining. We will see y'all very soon. Y'all be good. Have fun.
Have a good one. Peace. Play together.
Bye.
Yeah.